It's the start of day 2. Weather looks a bit nicer today. It's not as windy at the moment. It does look like it could rain this afternoon though. I was watching my own boards last night, which you will have seen by now, and I've started changing my gearing a little bit because the bike's are labouring in 3rd gear, so went longer on the gearing to try and use 2nd. The gear pattern should be exactly the same of what I've worked out, you know, just 1 gear lower, but we'll just have to see how it goes. So yeah, looking forward to it. Looks nice out there today. Revised gearing. It was much better but a little bit too short, so it meant I was, you know, just having to use 4th or just having to use 5th or roll off early for the corners because it's in the limiter. So I've went down another tooth on the back. Hopefully it's still peppy enough, you know, in the slower corners in 2nd to have a good strong drive out, because the difference was really big. If this works, so I'm on 15.45 now. If it works, I'll probably put a 16 on the front and then maybe go to a 47 on the rear, or maybe it's a 48, just to try and keep the wheelbase short, you know, for better traction. As it gets warmer throughout the day, I think, you know, having the longer wheelbase to get the gearing right, it'll make it a little bit, you know, I'll be suffering with traction on the late apex corners when you're applying the throttle. So see how it goes. But yeah, good first session. I think I did a 43.3. Well, like I said, I was lifting off early into the corners and stuff, so I wasn't in the rev limiter. So yeah, it's going well. Absolutely buzzing with that session. Lad on the litre bike came past on the straight and then pulled right in front of me on the brakes, which obviously being on the 600 I brake later than he does. Anyway, he held me up in the first sector, but then I was able to chase him through other parts, you know, like have that marker as if you were racing. Obviously I'm on old tyres, as you already know. That front tyre's done 2 days now. I do 1 minute 40.3, so pretty buzzing. I would like to get under in 1 minute 40, so in the 30s, and only being 0.3 off, I'm pretty sure we can make that happen. And once that guy had pulled into pits, I was able to consistently do 1 minute 40s by myself, which I'm pleased with. The track temperature is not very high, it's only 12-degree track temperature and about the same air temperature, so it's definitely not ideal conditions, but absolutely buzzing with that. Lots of swearing on YouTube. 2. Best lap time I did was a 40.4 earlier in the day. We had 2 rained off sessions after that, and then sort of 2 red flag sessions just now. We're only getting sort of 5 laps. You only have to get held up a little bit by some traffic and you just can't do the times. For the last session, I did try doing a 15.44. I was on a 15.48 yesterday, and I've tried, you know, pretty much everything down from there. I wanted to try it for this last session so I can put a 16 on the front, and you know, it'll either be a 46 or a 47 will give me the same ratio, but make the wheelbase shorter, which will give me more traction. Using the scrub tyres, I obviously haven't got very good traction, so shortening the wheelbase to get some more traction should help me find a bit of lap time. For no money whatsoever, but you know, we'll see. Anyway, that's the end of day 2. So it's the end of day 2, been doing a bit of work on the bike. Steph has done a marvellous job of cleaning it and sorting the fuel out for tomorrow. I've changed the gearing, so I'm now on 16.47, which is very close to 15.44. Obviously the shorter wheelbase. Just changing pads now, which were supplied by Steve Neeson, so thank you very much, Steve. They're going in now. So these are the amazing pistons. I mean, you can clearly see that they're gold, but I think I've said a few times already, but I cannot believe how free the front wheel is whilst using them. Unbelievable. So I use Brembo Z04 brake pads. They are expensive. There's the difference. Quite a difference there. I mean, one side hasn't worn as much, but obviously, you know, they need changing, so get them changed over, and that's it. Back to the hotel probably for some food and probably another beverage, I would imagine. But catch up with you tomorrow. It's now day 3, and although I'm happy because my riding's pretty good considering the tyres I'm using, I just missed out on a 39 on 2 laps on a row because I've got a slight oil leak and the oil's going on my boot. So I just keep missing the gears going down the box in certain corners. So I equalled my best, or that might be my best, I'm not sure. But that's a 40.347 it says. But I was like 2-3 tenths up every time, and I just kept missing the gear, so I'm gutted. I think that was probably the best rear tyre that I had, like obviously using all scrubs. Maybe we'll get it in the next session. It's starting to spit a little bit of rain as well, so it's definitely not optimal condition. But yeah, a little bit gutted. Oh well, there's better things to be upset about, or worse things should I say, so fingers crossed we can do it in the next session.